Hey everybody, it's Teresa. Welcome to my channel. I have some finished pieces of jewelry that I wanted to share with y'all today that I have made from the most recent Bargain Bead Box, the December 2024 Bargain Bead Box. It's called the Boughs and Berries collection. I'll put a link in the corner of this video and in the description box below to the unboxing video I did for this subscription in case you want to watch it, where I go over everything that came in the box. I have a coupon code, it's Teresa2, and I'll put it on the screen here and in the description box below, along with a link to the page to sign up for the subscription if you're interested. The coupon will save you $2 off your first box if you sign up. Before I talk about this first necklace here, I'm going to show you this extremely random little pair of earrings that I made that don't really go with anything else that I have, but I just made them because I thought they kind of looked Christmassy. I used these 10mm rhinestone beads in garnet red and these 10mm lamp work beads in evergreen, and then I've got a spacer bead on each side of the lamp work bead, and I did some wire wrapped links. I put that spacer bead there because the lamp work beads have a pretty big hole in them and they were swallowing up my wire wraps down here, so I put the spacer bead on each side so that wouldn't happen. And then I have some of the holly leaf charms that came in the box on the bottom there, and I put them on some fishhook ear wires. And then this necklace that I have, I put it on my display here so that maybe you could see better how it was going to hang. I've got the barrel beads that came in the box. I've got some 11/0 seed beads between some of them, and some of the spacer beads that came in the box between some of them. And I've got some beads caps from my stash on the barrel beads. And I've got a bell here with this kite pendant that came in the box attached to it. And then for the inner, that's the outer strand, and for the inner strand I've got the 6mm tiger eye beads that came in the box, and I've got some 11/0s between some of those and some spacer beads between some of them. And then I had some little links from my stash that I attached both of the strands to. And of course put some of the chain that came in the box on the back of it. So I'll take it off of here now so you can see the whole thing. So I'll be back. Okay, there's the whole necklace laid out, and like I said, I used some of the chain that came in the box and a lobster clasp and then a extender chain from my stash, and I hung one of the little tiger eye beads off of the extender chain as a dangle. And then I made a bracelet to go with it, just using the same beads, with one of the toggle clasps that came in the box and another little green tiger eye bead to hang off of that as a dangle. And then I made this little pair of really easy and simple little earrings to go with it, with the barrel bead on the bottom and the tiger eye bead on the top, with some wire wrapped links, and put them on some fishhook ear wires. So that's that one. So I'll get my next piece and I'll be back. Okay, for my next set I've got a necklace here. I used the evergreen branch pendant that came in the box and attached it to a bell from my stash. And then for this bottom part down here, I've used the 10mm man-made moonstone beads that came in the box, with some bead caps on from my stash on either side of them, and some of the 6mm tree agate beads that came in the box. And I've got 11/0 seed beads between all the beads, and I've got all that on bead stringing wire. And then I've attached it to these links that I had in my stash. And then for the rest of the necklace, I did a chain on each side of simple loops with the tree agate beads to finish off the necklace. And then I put a little bit of the chain that came in the box on the back of it, with a lobster clasp and an extender chain and one of the holly leaf charms to hang off the extender chain. And then I just made a pair of really simple earrings with the moonstone beads and the tree agate beads and some bead caps from my stash and the little holly leaf charms hanging off the bottom on some fishhook ear wires. So that's that set. So hold on, I'll get my next set. Okay, this one, I put this one on my display too here to kind of help show how it hangs. I used the wreath pendant. I'm sure you all figured out, like I did, that it fit really well over the donut pendant that came in the box. I think that was called a wreath pendant. Wreath link. It's called a wreath link. Focal link. And I noticed that it fit really well over that donut bead. I thought about gluing it to the donut bead, but then I decided not to push my luck. I was afraid to fool with glue. So it's not attached. It's not glued to the pendant. I just fed some of the chain, a little piece of the chain that came in the box, through both the link and the donut, and attached it to this link I had in my stash so that it would hang in front of the donut pendant. Gathered them both together and attached them with a jump ring there. And I used the 8mm moss agate beads that came in the box. And then these mistletoe branch links that came in the box. And then I've got these 6mm matte glass round beads in holly berry that came in the box. And I've got the bead caps that came in the, well, you can't say I'm not in frame. I've got the bead caps that came in the box, just one on either side of the red beads there, and I've got them kind of like pointing in opposite ways there with one of the 8mm beads between. I've just done some wire wrapped links. And so, hold on, I'll get it off of here so you can see the whole thing. I'll be back. Okay, there's the whole thing laid out. I did the other two links that came, the mistletoe links that came in the box, and then another section like this section with the red beads with the bead cap on one side, face or pointing in different directions, with the 8mm bead between. And then I've got some of the chain that came in the box on the back there, and a lobster clasp, extender chain from my stash, and one of the mistletoe leaf charms that came in the box. And then I made this little pair of earrings to go with it, with the 8mm beads and the red bead with the bead cap at the bottom of it there. Did some wire wrapped links and hung a couple of the little holly leaf charms off the bottom and put them on some fishhook ear wires. So I have one more set, and then I'll be back, and then I'll be done. So I'll be back. Okay, this is the last set that I have here. For my focal, I put 3 of these little red beads on some ball head pins and did wire wrap links at the top with a bead cap on the top of each one of them. For this center one, I used 3 jump rings to hang it from, and for these outer 2, I just used 1 jump ring so that the center would hang lower, and I attached them to a link from my stash. And then I did wire wrapped links up through here with the 8mm moss agate beads and some more of the 6mm red beads. And then I attached those to some links from my stash. And then I used some of the chain, but I used little sections of the chain between some more of these little 6mm red beads and made wire wrapped links with those, and did that along the back, and then put some more chain on the back of it that came from the box, some lobster clasp and some extender chain from my stash. And I had 1 bead cap left so I used it to make another one of these little links like is down here in my focal, and hung that off the extender chain as a dangle. And then I just made this little pair of earrings to go with it. I used the 8mm moss agate beads, a couple of the links from my stash, and then 3 of the little red beads at the bottom of each of the earrings, and attached them to the link there and put it on some fishhook ear wires. And that's everything. So hold on, I'll see if I can get it all together in one picture. I'm sure it'll look like a big old jumbled mess when I'm through, like it usually does. But I'll see what I can do, and I'll be back. Okay, there's everything. I know it's kind of hard to see with it all jumbled up like this. I'll put the little slideshow of pictures at the end like I always do. I really do enjoy the Bargain Bead Box. It's one of my favorite subscriptions, and it's one that I very much recommend. It's a really great value. I've been able to get all of these pieces out of just one box, and I've still got a lot of beads left. I could have made several more pieces, but I decided I needed to stop because it'll probably be just about a week or so, and we'll get the next Bargain Bead Box in the mail. But it just really is a great box and a great value. Like I said, if you're not subscribed to the box and you decide you want to be, that coupon will save you $2 off your first box if you sign up. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate those of you who have subscribed to my channel and watched my videos and liked and commented on my videos. I have a website where I sell my jewelry. It's Teresa's Handmade Jewelry, and I'll put a link to it in the description box below in case you're interested, along with a link to my Facebook, Instagram, and my email. If you haven't, I'd really love it if you'd subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when I upload a new video. So until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Take care.